wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on them, flaring on them. Yeah, we Rick flaring on them, flaring on them. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, Black Sun, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring son up.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, man, back with another one. I hope you all are having a wonderful snow day. Know a lot of you members out there in the South ain't never seen so much white. All right, winter wonderland. Listen, it's crazy. Everybody on the snow day. I think all of America is on the snow day. My kids were out of school because it's negative 15 up here. So they're out of school today and tomorrow because it's supposed to be negative 15 and negative 20. So it's the whole world shut down. Whole America's is shut down, right? My boy Smash FaceTime me. They got 3 inches of snow in New Orleans. Okay, it is crazy in the world. It is just crazy out here. Climate control is real. I don't care what nobody says. All right. Listen, I've been wanting to do a show all day, right? And again, I don't know what God is just so good. It's a ram in the bush. There's a ram in the bush, and it just came out, and boom, here we go, Michael Vick, right? Now, before I get into Michael Vick, all right, I want to be very clear about what I'm saying. Vick, your team, it's Michael. I love Michael Vick. Okay, I love Michael Vick. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't no like bashing session. Okay, it's not a bashing. I just need you to take this as like constructive criticism so we can move forward amicably. Okay, have you seen 40-Year-Old Virgin? He's like, he's like, Kevin Hart dude. He's like, he's been helped. He's been helped. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to move forward amicably, right? Because I love Michael Vick. I'm the one that was champion Michael Vick, right? I told you I was taking the decals off of my FAMU bus and I was putting the stickers for Norfolk. Now, it might be a double-decker bus because it might be like top part might be Delaware State and the bottom part might be Norfolk. That might be a double-decker bus. But I'm just listening. So I want to be very clear. Wherever this show might go, is that at the end of the day, it is for the benefit of Michael Dwayne Vick. I just want to be very clear because I am a fan. I am a true fan. Okay, now I know it ain't like Paul. It ain't like Jackson, right? To where it's like, I'm gonna have this whole backlash of fans come at me because Norfolk ain't got no fans. We've all seen what the Norfolk State fans look like, and they're not many. Okay, so I ain't got to worry about like this mob of people like, oh, Scotty, you said, and why'd you say? And I ain't got to worry about that. But if somebody from Vick's team should so happen to watch this, I just want to be very clear and say, I'm a fan. I just want to do better. I just need you to do better. That's all I'm saying. I'm just here to help you do better. And you said in your press conference when it was sitting on 60 at a tilt, you said, hold you accountable. You said that, Vick. I didn't say that. Don't make me bring up that whole press conference when the camera's sitting on 80 and you was like, hey, sitting sideways like Big Pokey and Paul Wall sitting sideways, boys in the day, right? And you said hold you accountable. So this is me. This is me holding you accountable. That's all. I am. It might be a triple-decker bus. FIU, Delaware State in Norfolk State. Woo! Okay, before I get into the topic, right, I want to say this. Overall, it really shows, I just want to be very clear, it really shows that certain partnerships need to happen to get certain things. And you're going to understand more about that when I get into it a little deeper. But I just want to be very clear. Certain things don't work well because they're not with certain people, or certain people aren't involved in those things, so they don't pop off like they should, right? But I'm going to get into that deeper. But before I get into that, I want to bring something up. Let me get my slides. I thought I had them ready. Apologies. All right, because I'll be on my black. I'll be late. I'll be doing my black stuff. I'll be late. So, what's going on? I'll tell y'all what's going on. Y'all watch the show. Y'all, we 9 minutes into the show, baby. Talking about what's going on. I don't know. You just got here. I just started. So let me paint this picture. You know what I'm saying? See? Can I paint the picture? It might be both sides of the fence. I'm just trying to give y'all perspective. That's all I'm trying to do. Y'all here trying to kill me. It does deserve a broad moment, though. It does. It did deserve what it got. All right, y'all know who my favorite coach is. Don Diva Thornton. I gotta give a shout out. Listen. She looked like a tall Alabama A&M Christmas tree, but it was fly though. She had buttons and bows and ribbons and rickets and It was a flare outfit. It was a flare out. I can't call it. I can't call it. But she was fly. With the Nikes on. Oh, man. Straight fire. Hold on real quick. Sorry, hold on. I got a big text. What is that? Okay, now I'm really pissed off. So Michael Vick just made a breaking news that he hired a offensive coordinator. So let me get to this. I'm sorry. I'm going. First of all, no, let me stay on topic. I'm gonna stay on topic real quick because I'm gonna give a shout out to the people that deserve to get a shout out. So sorry. All right, want to give a shout out to Dawn Diva Thornton. Yeah, y'all know I love Diva. Okay, she's the only reason why I watch outside of Tamika Reed. She's the only reason why I watch SWAC women's basketball, okay? It was Tamika Reed and Dawn Diva Thornton. And what's going on with Tamika and Charlotte? I'm so sorry. I haven't kept up with it. I know one of y'all Bama's have. Let me know what's in the chat, how she doing. So shout out to that, right? I should have did bruh for the OC hire. Anyway, but A&M Athletics, I got to give a shout out to A&M Athletics. Listen, I know for a long time, it was FAMU this, FAMU that. When it came to media stuff, it was FAMU this, FAMU that. But let me tell you, A&M, whoever is the media director at A&M, that Bama need a pay raise. That Bama needs a pay raise today. They dropping some heat, okay? They dropping some heat. And again, this is why my point was made that certain partnerships work. And I'm telling you right now, if Deshaun or Michael Vick would have went to Alabama A&M, oh my God, because of the media direction and what they do and how they do their stuff. I got to play this video. This has probably been the best skit I have seen, because you got to think about it. The Magic City Classic skits that they led up to the day by day for the Magic City Classic, A1. Absolutely A1. Had the whole theme, Halloween. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing, right? But this right here.
2K game? Yeah. You want to play that new 2K game? Yeah, sure. Ain't nothing else to do.
Welcome to Alabama.
Dog! Who thought of this? Who thought A&M 2K25? That is off the freaking chart. Hey, listen. This was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This looks good. Okay, A&M.
Yeah, this definitely got me excited for this.
Oh, I know they didn't.
How did they do this? Dog, when I tell you this was the best video production in all of HBCU, there's nobody touching this media team right here, right now. Nobody. And FAMU, my boy Josh is leaving, okay? Josh is leaving. He's actually coming up to Ohio. I feel sorry for y'all because I don't know how y'all media team going to look after Josh leaves, but that's neither here nor there. But, boy.
In this song.
Get real.
Oh, TikTok already overplayed the song. Oh, what did it say?
I might swerve in that corner.
Whoa. Alright, chill out. No, I gotta go with the Bulldogs.
If I gotta be completely honest with you.
Now, I have to be honest. You know me, I got to be honest. The only thing that was off about this was the audio. The audio sounded real echoey. It didn't sound crisp and clear. It sounded real echoey, airy. So they needed something better with the mic setup. But other than that, it was perfect.
I'm thinking about transfer. You know, Alabama State, they just been on a different level these past few years. Their campus is really nice. Everything they have over there just seems better than Alabama A&M. But let's play it.
What I do?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Again. I've been preaching this message for the last 3 to 4 years. You have the workforce on your campus, and you can do these type of things on your campus. I can't stress that enough. So I had to give a shout out to A&M Diva. You already know what it is, but I got to give a shout out to the AMU Athletics and whoever does their media. Whoever does their media, that is a whole nother level. It is an absolutely whole nother level on how they're doing their media over there. I'm absolutely loving it. Keep it going. Now, let me just say this. Now, imagine that for Deshaun Jackson or Michael Vick, it's going viral. That's all I'm saying. People telling me, oh, Scotty Norfolk got the best in the business. Bullshit. They ain't beating A&M. They not beating A&M. They barely beating FAM. And you want to see what Norfolk athletics is looking like? I'll show you. I'll show you how ass that shit is. It's not good. Like I'm just keeping it a buck with you. It ain't it. To have Michael Vick, maybe he's a little bit on Michael Vick because he's just not that. Look, I'm gonna play y'all something. This is what they're giving out right here.
Appreciate you a great deal.
This is what they bringing. It's gonna play. It's gonna play.
Hey, I want to invite all of you to the goldstandardcollective.com. Make sure you support NSU. Make sure you support our program. Appreciate you a great deal.
Dog, that sounds like an infomercial that they did at like 3 a.m. You know how like when you was little and you would wake up to like soul 70s CD soundtrack? Like that shit is ass. It's not good. It's not. That's a horrible infomercial. Oh yeah, green gold standard. Like what? What? They shot that junk on a 1995 camera. Miss me with that, man. Y'all know them commercials, them infomercials. You wake up and be like, ShamWow. Like that's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. For $9.99, you can get your Gold Standard tickets here live at Norfolk Green and Gold Standard. Like, come on, man. Like, be better. Be better. Do better. You got Michael freaking Vick. Okay? Now, some breaking news, y'all.
Break the news.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be a guy named Rob Wickham from the University of Buffalo. I think he's a guy that's hungry. We sat down on numerous occasions, went through a lot of film, just busted it all down, chopped it up, and just trying to understand philosophy and what it's gonna be, what it's gonna look like. You know, if I put this quarterback situation in front of you, how you gonna handle it?
Yeah.
You know, these type of like just how do you gonna piece this all together and just in a small fraction, a small period of time, you really explain in detail how he was gonna make the team better. And not only did he coach off good points, he coached off bad points too. So good plays and bad plays. And so in the bad plays, I was okay. That's how you're gonna correct it. That's how you're gonna break this film down and look at it. So you got to be real detailed when it comes down to that, because that's how detailed you got to be not just with every position, but really with like the quarterback. I'm hiring my coordinator like today or tomorrow. I still don't have a coordinator.
Make
That's
that
like
Dog. And the music was with I Am Athlete. I had nothing to do with the jazz that was playing. Let me say this. Okay, let's be very clear about this. Because you know what's funny? I clipped some of this interview, but I guess I missed this part. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I guess I missed this part because I clipped a lot of the interview, but I guess I missed it. Let me just say this. I don't think it's not sexy. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, man. It's not nothing Vick has done has been sexy. Nothing other than beat Michael Vick. I'm sorry. Now, does sexy equal football wins? Not all the time. And I'm gonna be honest, hiring a guy who's been an OC before, it does help. I'm not acting like it don't, right? I'm not acting like it doesn't help or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. It's just not sexy to me. And it doesn't matter what I think, right? Nobody really cares what I think. I gotta go watch Buffalo stuff. Now he's got me. Now my mind is like, okay, who is this Rob Whitfield, and why does he think he deserves to be an OC at Norfolk State with Michael Vick? Right. So trust me, before the week is out, I'm going to have film on Rob Whitfield, Ron Whitcomb. All right, I'm saying his name all wrong. It's Ron Whitcomb as an OC from Buffalo. I ain't heard nothing of what Buffalo has done. I mean, it's the MAC. Nobody really cares about the MAC anyway, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But White, he served he was a tight ends coach. Oh God. He wasn't even the OC at Buffalo. Now you got me. This nigga like 12. This nigga like 12 years old. Look at this Bama's. Oh my God. Look at this Bama. This dude like 18 years old. Look at this. Are you shitting me? This is who you hired? This Bama like 12 years old. Are you kidding me? Look at this Bama. Are you Michael Vick? This the best you can get? Oh my God. Now you see why the picture makes sense? I didn't even know we was going to go here. But damn, how long has this Bama even been coaching? Okay, it says Whitcomb guided current Washington football Taylor Heineke to a tremendous Heineke, Washington. Let me see. Under Whitcomb's watch, Monikers had 2-time in 2010 left the offense. Whitcomb, Taylor Heineke. Heineke said, I'm trying to see what he did, though. Let me see if I can go to. You got a Wikipedia? Jesus. You got a Wikipedia? Let me see. Began his career. What is all this guided? Like groomed, guided? Like what did he actually coach? What did he actually coach? Jesus Christ. Like I see all this groomed and guided and all this, but what did he actually coach? In 2012, the Monarchs led FCS in scoring. Taylor Heineke. The 2012 season also saw Heineke earn CAA Offensive Player of the Year. The Monarchs, what did he coach, though? Waikiki guided current Washington player Taylor Heineke did a tremendous 4-year career in 2015. Heineke was not behind center. This is I wouldn't use this word. Whitcomb groomed. I wouldn't use that word. To the second best touchdown interception already a year after graduating. I'm not seeing where he was a quarterback coach. I guess he had to be the quarterback coach. Well, I mean, he's been a part of some high-flying offenses. Football must have limited funds. First time OC going against NCCU, Morgan State, so no one's upset. Listen, let me say this. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If there's okay, him being a part of some, listen, I'm not a fan of the hire. Let me be honest. I have to do more research because I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what he did. Like, let me see. Current. Let me see. 2012 Monarchs. 2012 football Monarchs. Coaching. Okay, Old Dominion. Okay, let me see. 2012 Old Dominion. Go to coaches. All right, here we go. Okay. So, all right, here we go. So I found it. Here we go. So in 2012, he was the. Let me zoom this in for y'all a little bit. He was the offensive passing game coordinator, quarterbacks and recruiting coordinator. All right. So I somewhat gotta give him credit for that. You gotta give him credit for that. So he did do some passing game stuff, right? So it is what it is. Hey, listen, you do gotta give him credit where credit is due, right? Passing game coordinator, especially with there's only so much research you can do. He only got one more source online if it is a trash hire. You gotta give him credit for that, right? Let me see what else he did in home. Washington level. He had been there for a while. Taking over 2 freshmen. Williams first start came against Virginia Tech. So let me see in 2017 Old Dominion staff. Assistant head coach of offense. So I mean, listen, to a certain degree, you gotta give it to him. I mean, he's been a part of some really high. Okay. Listen, this is how I look at it, right? This is how I look at it. I gotta hold myself to the fire, and let's just be clear. I gotta hold myself to the fire, so I'm gonna hold myself to the fire. I can't say that this Ron Whitcomb is a trash hire. I can't say that, right? Because if I'm saying NCAT's hire was bad because Howard averaged 19 points per game, 18 points per game, and they got somebody off that staff to be the offensive coordinator at NCAT, then how can I then say that this is a bad hire when they were averaging like 28 points per game? I mean, the dude, you see what I'm saying? I can't, I can't have it both ways. I can't say that this is a bad hire if on the flip side, I'm telling you that NCAT's a bad hire because they hired a guy off of staff that averaged 19 points per game. And then you get this dude who's been on Old Dominion teams that are averaging 28 points, leading passer ratings, like breaking records. Like, he got to get, if you're going to give somebody the bad credit from being part of a bad staff, then you got to give somebody good credit of being part of good. You see what I'm saying? That's my thing. So I can't have it both ways in this sense. Is it a sexy hire? No, it is not. Flat out, no, it's not. But this is where you got to look at it, right? I got to dive even deeper into it because you got a guy like Michael Vick that's been around the Andy Reids, that's been around high offensive-minded people. So him sitting down, he's not sitting down with somebody that he can't understand. I want to be very, let's really break this thing on down, right? He's not sitting. It's different when you hire a defensive coordinator and I'm an offensive guy and you got to help me understand what you're trying to run, right? He's an offensive guy. He's a quarterback. So you can't trick a quarterback that's played at the highest level with one of the smartest offensive play callers in the game. So him sitting down with Ron, breaking down the offense, and him because all Michael Vick is sitting back and saying, would I do that? Would I have called that? Would I have seen that as a quarterback? Would that be something I would want to run as a quarterback? Would that be something I want to throw as a quarterback? Because look at that. I talked to somebody off Willie Simmons' staff, right? I talked to somebody off Willie Simmons' staff, and Willie Simmons, and the guy told me this. He said, when you're bringing in quarterbacks, a good quarterback knows what system he should be in, and Willie is speaking to the quarterback as, hey, listen, I know what you do well when he's recruiting quarterbacks. I know what you do well. This is what we're going to do with you, right? And Michael Vick being a quarterback and being able to say what he says, and then him having an OC that he feels comfortable with that can also understand what he is saying or what he is trying to do. I listen, he look young. He do look young. He look like he's 15. But you got to take in consideration what ODU has done offensively. You just have to. It didn't happen by happenstance that they have in his time, they've been pretty successful, right? His time at Buffalo. I mean, his time at ODU, they have been successful. And listen, him never being an OC, I agree, it does hurt to a certain extent, but this, I'm going to keep saying this. It's the same thing I said about NCAT. You hired a guy that has never been an OC and has come from bad offenses. Like Larry Scott offense last year was not good. It was barely good the year before. It really was. It was average the year before. So to me, that goes even deeper into the point of what I'm saying. If I'm criticizing NCAT for the hire because they came a guy who came from a bad staff, you got to give credit to this guy from the record-setting numbers that they have been able to put up at ODU. You just have to. It's I mean, you don't. Y'all don't. but I do because it's a give and take situation, right? So again, is it a sexy hire? Absolutely not, right? Let me see. He's been there for 5 years. He's been there for 5 years, so that means he got there in 2019. He got there in 2019. So let me see 2018 what he did at ODU. Assistant head coach for offense, quarterbacks. I mean, it's going to be, listen, I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be interesting. It is really going to be interesting because he could be the next Matt Leone. He could be. He could be the next Matt Leone. You never know. I got to go back and watch some of this ODU offense and what it looked like in 2018 and in 2017. I'm gonna go back a lot. I'm gonna go back and do the research for you. Right? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna bring the film. I'm gonna probably show you what he might run, what he could run, whatever. Because again, he's never been the offensive coordinator, so I can't tell you a definitive of what he is. Let me see what he ran in college. When he was at college, let me see. Wickham, 4 years, started at the University of Maine. Wickham departed the Black Bears all-time leader in completions, total offense, touchdowns. He ranked second. Their completion percentage wasn't very good. Wickham was named Atlantic 10 Eastern College Athlete Conference Rookie of the Year as a redshirt freshman after passing for 2,400 yards. Passing yards was the most by a freshman in the Atlantic 10 Conference. History has established a new school record with okay. So he played quarterback for the last 3 seasons. What comes pretending annual awards? He played quarterback at his university. I'm gonna see what because a lot of what coaches and Scotty don't do Vick like that. They're prime. We know how you get when the BS start happening. Listen, man, it's a very slope. I'm about to say a slopey slope. It's a very slippery slope because for me, it's like I didn't like some of the stuff that Prime said and then he did. That bothered me, right? Like Vick didn't come in and say, "Oh, I'm trying to change the culture." Like, put my people. Like he didn't say that, right? His whole defensive staff is black. It is. His whole defensive staff is black. His OC is white. His D-line, everybody else is black. The only person on his staff that's white is the OC. Right? I mean, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Or in the recruiting coordinator, he looked like mulatto. He looked like he mixed with something, right? So, I mean, he got a 90%, pretty much like a 98% black staff, right? Again, okay. Let's keep it a buck. And I'm gonna open the call lines up because I know a lot of you Bamas are homesick and y'all ain't got nothing to do. So we can definitely have this conversation.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Call lines are open 518-263-8124. Let me say this. The thing is, this hire reminds me of Dion hiring the Bama from Nevada. It's in the same boat. It's literally in the same boat. And I didn't think that hire was great, right? But he couldn't be stopped. He couldn't be stopped until the Celebration Bowl. And he still put up, 30-something points. You see what I'm saying? So the hire is literally the same. Literally the same. Because the dude that they hired from Nevada he was an offensive analyst. He was around Mike Leach. He came from the Mike Leach tree because he played for Mike Leach. He went to Nevada, was an offensive analyst, and then Deion hired him, and he put the SWAC on notice. Nobody could stop him. And his stuff wasn't exotic. It really wasn't. It wasn't nothing crazy. Brett Bartolone, thank you. Brett Bartolone, he came in running a lot of those air raid concept of mesh and rail and all that type of stuff. It wasn't nothing crazy or complex. It just couldn't be stopped, right? He had never been an OC before. I think he'd been an OC at like D3, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was like a D3 coordinator or something like that, right? So he did have some coordinator, I think either D2 or D3. He had some coordinator experience, but to me, Vick is following the same path as Deion did with hiring Brett Bartolone, right? Now, I don't know who gave Ron Whitcomb, hey, go check this guy out, or maybe interviewed, or I don't know, resume or whatever, because usually guys like a Vick, like somebody knew somebody that knew somebody was like, hey man, this white boy cold, like you might want to give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like he pretty good, he pretty smart. He a smart white boy, right? So, and Mr. Campbell, we talk about this stuff all the time, and we talk about how the white boys, how they do. They get there, they live in the film room, they live doing that stuff. And I'm not saying black people don't. I'm not saying that black people don't. I'm not saying black people don't. I'm just saying me and Mr. Campbell talk about all the time about how don't white people live in what it is. You know what I'm saying? So again. So is it a sexy hire? No, it's not. And somebody asked me what would have been a sexy hire. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Mr. Campbell. Somebody said, what's a sexy hire? A sexy OC hire would have been somebody with a little buzz, a little name, right? Like, because at the end of the day, I guess you can look at it like this. Mike Vick is the name, right? So the buzz, he is the sexy, right? He is the sexiness, and everything else around it is just to grow that sexiness. But a sexy, because the D coordinator, like even with Prime, Dennis Thurman was a sexy name as a DC. You're talking about an NFL defensive coordinator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a sexy hire. It was. To have him, to bring him along, that was a sexy hire. And at the coordinator position, there's not, like, don't get me wrong, TG has he played with the Steelers, he's had an NFL career, but he's never been he wasn't an NFL defensive coordinator. Like Dennis Thurman with the Jets was the next level, right? So it is what it is. I think a sexy OC hire would have been, let me think, maybe another like former NFL player that had a name. That would have been dope. But again, who said he would have been good? Right. And I think this is what, and if I'm being honest, I think if anything, Coach Cole should be somewhat happy about this hire because he went and got a football guy. Like, he didn't go out and get a splash name, and what he went and got a football guy. This guy been coaching football for the last 12, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just because he hasn't been he's a football guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a football guy. He's a football coach. He's not black, but he's a football coach. A sexy hire would have been Eric Bieniemy, but from what I've heard about Eric Bieniemy, he's not a good offensive play caller. That just is what it is. Like, people have given him a lot of credit for stuff that they're saying that he just doesn't do, and that's why he didn't work at UCLA. They just said he wasn't a good offensive coordinator. listen, I don't think this would have been a sexy hire. It would have been a solid hire. If he would have hired DT from A&M, it would have been a good hire because DT has proven to have good offenses, but DT comes with a lot of baggage, right? Like there's a lot of baggage in that situation. I think if you're talking about in the HBCU space, DT probably would have been your best hire because he has legitimately either somebody from the A&M staff, if it's Jason Mai or DT, like somebody from the A&M staff, that would have been a really good hire, in my personal opinion. It wouldn't have been sexy, but it would have been a good hire because offensively, A&M has never had any problems. They've never had problems. They just couldn't stop nobody. So that just is what it is. But if I was graded right here, right now, I would give it a C+. I would give it a C+, maybe a B-, because you got to give him credit for the accolades that these players have received under his tutelage, right? Like, you just have to. Because if Bama's get bad stuff, if they're underneath bad coaching staffs, you got to give it to them when they're underneath good coaching staffs. I mean, they can't get all the credit, but they got to get some credit. Jesus, right? So, I mean, I don't think it's the best hire, but I mean, C+, I give it like a 78. You know what I'm saying? If I was grading it, a 78. So, all right, but let me get into this. I want to talk about this interview at I Am Athlete just for a little bit, and I'm going to get up out of here.
It's an icon.
Nah, man, that's an icon, dog.
Right.
Like, dog, I ain't gonna lie, cuz, like, that's crazy. Like, bro, like, he made everybody want to be.
That would have been an amazing hire, but he couldn't pay him enough. You couldn't pay him enough.
Be Falcon fans, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, my brother wanted to be a quarterback because of Michael Vick. Like, this is our Lamar Jackson. I don't know how, y'all age group.
Don't say no nothing. We looked
but
up
like me, fam, like, I grew up watching Michael Vick. Like, we all grew up watching Michael Vick. Michael Vick at Virginia Tech.
What's up, Coach Dre? Man, I was talking to B-Watts, man. I had a really great time on the show, man. I love y'all energy, Coach Dre. Y'all got great energy. Appreciate you for having me on.
Going against the Miami Hurricanes.
I still go on YouTube and watch Michael. No.
No, bro, it's just.
Do you feel that? Do you know your icon?
No.
Okay, let me stop you right here. 2 parts. All right, 2 parts. Stay with me. 2 parts. Right, 2 parts. 1. This is how I felt when like Michael Vick is a true icon. He is a true icon. Like when it's only for me. I don't know about y'all, but for me, there's only a certain amount of players that really I get starstruck. Like I'm like, oh my God. I'm gonna tell you my guys. Michael Irvin. I was a big 88 fan. Oh man. Michael Irvin will always be number 88 for me. It ain't no Drew Pearson. It ain't no Dez Bryant. It ain't no CeeDee Lamb. It is Michael Irvin is my 88, the playmaker, okay? Starstruck. If I ever met Michael Irvin, I would probably shake, right? No diddy. Michael Vick, Deion Sanders, and Cam Newton. Those are my iconic guys. Those are just guys that I just like, oh my God, like these guys are those guys I watched growing up. I love watching C play. I was enamored in watching them play, right? What's up, Coach Rome? So that's part 1. He's absolutely right. So when that's why I kept saying the Norfolk State interview really let me down, because you're not talking about just any old body. You're talking about Michael freaking Vick. It's Michael Vick. How do you got a camera sitting sideways for Michael Vick? Huh? Michael Vick? Woo, Jesus. I can't get it. I just didn't understand it. Now, my second part. Listen. Michael Vick got to stop doing this. He has to learn the game. You are a university head coach. Why don't you have on any Norfolk State gear? Michael, if you had a PR rep or a secretary or anybody that's around you that knows marketing, they would be like, sir, where is your Norfolk State gear? Where? It's nothing wrong with wearing your Vick 7 stuff. Goddamn, make it in green. Put a Norfolk State logo on it. I don't give a damn. Just have some goddamn gear on. The Bama got a Phillies hat and he got his Vick gear on. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's a bad look. It is. It just is. It's a very bad look. And if you're like, Scotty, what are you talking about? Let me give you some examples. That was Deion Sanders on the I Am Athlete podcast. Y'all remember that? When he was like, oh, baby, I'm here to change the game, baby. You know, I ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to change the culture, baby. You know what I'm saying? You better put that back foot down, dog. You better put that back foot. You remember that? You remember that? Everybody remember that. Better put that back foot down, dog. Better put that back foot down, dog. You get what I'm saying? Look at what he's wearing. Look at what he is wearing. I can't keep saying it enough. Look at Deshaun Jackson. Look at Deshaun Jackson. This is what it looks like when you're repping your university. You are a head coach at Norfolk State. Have some Norfolk State gear on. That's Deshaun Jackson at the Eagles game. Again, Deshaun Jackson didn't have to wear Delaware State gear. He's a former Eagle. He could have came with his Eagles paraphernalia on, but no. He went with his Delaware State stuff because he is the new head coach. He's trying to get out there. And again, the same podcast you're on right now, this is what Deion had on at the I Am Athlete podcast. He had a J hat. He had a J blazer. He had a J polo. He was Jackson State down from head to toe, baby. And this is what you wearing.
People make me feel that way.
This is what you wearing. This is what you wearing. What? This is what you. Do you see what you wearing? Sir, do you see what you got on? You look like you going to a funeral. What are we doing? So again, listen, and we're gonna go through a lot more of this interview. I don't want to just stay there and harp on that, but I gotta harp on that because that's horrible. It's horrible. He could have brought up the Coach Vick hood. He could have brought up the Letterman jacket. You feel what I'm saying? He could have brought up the Letterman jacket and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But overall, it's a great interview. It's a great interview. And the one thing I loved about this interview, you can feel Vick's humility. That's what I love about this interview. You could feel Vick's humility of him as a man, him as a grown man, and him understanding his mistakes from where he's came from to where he is. You can feel the humility. All I'm asking is, bro, can I get some promotion in marketing? Because they just put a whole clip. You see that? And y'all gonna say, Scotty, you're overdoing it. But look, this is probably going to go viral because he picked his OC and he don't got no Norfolk State gear on. He don't got no gear on. They got him in a whole ass clip and he ain't got nothing that says Norfolk State. I'm done. But I'm saying, you get what I'm saying?
You know, I just try to look back on the good.
Yeah.
I try to look back on the bad too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That help keep everything in perspective for you know, the next generation. Especially now being in the position that I'm in.
Right.
I want everybody to understand, like, yo, it's just levels in everything. There's levels in everything. So even with what we're doing now, what I just got myself into, I'm learning every day. Yeah.
I've been out for
That's
years.
crazy.
I'm telling.
We talked about it a lot.
I'm like, bro, come help me build this platform. Cause it's like in this area, bro, there's so many of us live here. I'm like, yo, this is my vision. You know what I'm saying? And for years, he's like, no, bro, he's like, yeah, but I coaching. I'm like, you really want to get into coaching? You've been saying this for years.
Yeah, I mean, I interned with Andy Reid in 2017. Like, I just kind of went on just like a little point in my life where, you know, you retire and you be like, yo, I'm just going to chill and play golf. And just do whatever I want to do. And then after like 2 years, I was like, man, I got to find something to do with myself.
No, for real.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's got to be passionate. It's got to be something that you're going to want to wake up and do every day and not wake up and feel like, oh, man, I wish I could be doing something else. Like, I didn't want to be convoluted, in my mind.
But why now? Is it like perfect timing right now? You ready? Because I know it's a big commitment, right?
So I've already anticipated in my mind what this would be like. You know, obviously in the profession that I'm still in terms of, you know, being an analyst, like I'm always trying to be the best analyst that I can be. I'm looking into the future, like how can I continue to get better at this? And then all of a sudden, abruptly, it's just an opportunity that's there, and I'm like, you know, where did that just come from?
And you know,
it's like the competitive nature that's coming.
Let me back us up a little bit.
I'm always trying to be the best analyst that I can be. I'm looking into the future, like how can I continue to get better at this? And then all of a sudden, abruptly, it's just an opportunity that's there, and I'm like, you know, where did that just come from?
Again, what opportunity are you speaking about, Vic? Like, there's just, I'm sorry, like again, you can feel his humility, and I say that, but he doesn't have the lingo down. He doesn't have the promotion down. This opportunity, what opportunity? I feel like a chick. Say my name. If you really love me, say my name. Like Victory Norfolk, like a side chick right now. I got somebody. I don't want to really talk about her. You know what I'm saying, but. She do what she do, though. I appreciate her. Yo, say her name. Put her out there. Let everybody know who you're talking to. Let her. Who we talking about? We're interested. We all want to know. Who is this young lady?
And
it's like the competitive nature that's coming back out with recruiting, speaking with kids, trying to understand where they are, where you want them to be, how you got to relate to them in a short period of time. Like all this was like, it happened really, really fast. So I had to make a lot of quick adjustments, and it hasn't been the easiest, but it's been really, it's been really fun.
What's your vision? Right? This year, next year, can you walk us through your strategy, your plan on what you want to do with the university? I mean, talk to us, bro. Like, just talk to us, because I saw, like, when Dion took the job, the way he set up his contract, the concessions that they made, different GP, like from an education standpoint, the GPAs go up. I get this, get a part of that, and then what he did with the media, right? Like, can you talk to us about your vision?
I'm gonna say a lot without saying too much. I just want to take it one quarter at a time. And I know that just sounds really cliche, and it might sound really crazy to a lot of people, but one quarter of the year at a time, one season at a time. And this season that we in, this quarter, I got 3 months to figure out spring ball. And I want to evaluate my team and evaluate my guys and have conversations with them and see, like, what went wrong. I ain't going to give away all my game. But no, this is game for everybody.
Right.
What went wrong last year, depending on how your season went and how can we correct it. What can I do to make you a better player? And then evaluate that. So I've just been watching a lot of film it's been cool. And now I'm just like breaking down the team and trying to figure out like how to plug in pieces, pull guys, you know, see what's out there, scholarships, eligibility is a concern. Like all these things that you really got to pay attention to. And I wasn't doing this a month ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm learning on the fly, but
What scares
I'm learning losing.
Listen, I say this. Y'all think I be lying? I say this all the time. I said celebrity coaches have more to lose with losing than regular guys. Now, pay like a regular coach is going to say, Scotty, if I don't win, I don't elevate. If I don't win, I don't keep my job, and this is my livelihood. A celebrity can come in, coach, and they still got millions in the bank, so they ain't tripping, right? So I get that aspect. I do. But the criticism is never going to be to the extent of the celebrity if they lose, because people feel like they have the advantage. You have the self-marketing. You have the self-promotion. You should be able to get the best players because of who you are, right? So losing to a celebrity is always going to hit harder than losing to a regular coach. Now, again, the livelihood situation is different of a regular coach losing and him losing his livelihood, right? I disagree. No. If you don't think losing affected Prime in that 4-7 season, you're out your cotton picking mind. If you don't think if D-Jack you're talking about high level athletes that have been successful. If you don't think that Deion still gets criticized for losing in bowl games. Like I don't think you understand when you're talking about high level athletes who are used to winning. They're used to winning. Why? Because they could control the outcome. So when you're a high level athlete or you're a star and you can control the outcome and you win, that's what you expect. They got me, they're going to win. But on the opposite side of coaching, it's different. On the opposite side of coaching, it's different. You can't control the game like you did as a player. And it's bothersome to have to answer questions on behalf of a player that didn't do what you wanted him to do. Or he didn't see the game how you're seeing it. Or he doesn't work as hard as you would work. That's why people say it's hard for great players to be great coaches, because they put on an expectation to a player that they had on themselves. But again, the criticism comes 10 times harder for a celebrity coach than it ever would for a normal guy. It just does. Deion went 9-2 or 8-3 or whatever, or 10-3, 9-3 or whatever, and probably got criticized more than any Power 4 coach outside of Ohio State and DeBoer. That's just facts. If Michael Vick was at Virginia Tech, he would get more criticism than a lot of Power 4 coaches because of the celebrity status. That's facts. That's not opinion. That's a fact. So, again, it hurts them more to lose because they're the bigger name. They're the headline. They're the story. Nobody gives a damn if Chennis Berry goes 2-8 or 3-8 other than the people in Orangeburg and the alums. No major newspaper gives a damn. But let Michael Vick go 3-8. He going to be in the Philadelphia Inquirer. He going to be on the Washington Post. He going to be on Yahoo. He going to be on ESPN. Was the Norfolk hire the right hire? Is Vick not the man for the job? Like, come on, man. It's not the same. It's just not. And if you can't understand that, you dumb. You're just dumb.
Losing. I've always been afraid to fail. I think that's what drives me and should drive everybody. and it's not just losing in the sports arena. It's losing just in life in general. You can lose with a relationship with a family member or something. Like, I'm trying to make sure I cross the T's, dot the I's.
Hey,
but it's not gonna be perfect too. Let me say that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna appreciate that part of the journey too, because that's the only way you're gonna learn. And I expect to lose some games, and in those losses, I hope to learn.
I love this part of I love this part of Vick, right? Because that's life, right? And and I said this when he first got, there's a perspective that Michael Vick can give these players that nobody else can give. Not Deshaun Jackson, maybe a little prime, just a little bit of prime. But Michael Vick has a perspective on life that a lot of players just don't have. Allen Iverson and him are the only two guys that can really talk about being at the pinnacle, being taken down, and resurrecting yourself to be back at the pinnacle. To understand life is a journey, and how you respond in adversity and how you respond in the bad doesn't define who you are as a person at the lowest point of your life. And don't let that define you. You can bounce back and do great things. You see what I'm saying? And that's the part of Michael Vick as a coach I don't think anybody can touch, because you're not talking to a guy. It's like talking to Prime and, you telling Prime, oh, I'm this or I'm that. Prime like, shut up. Like, I was that times 10. Like, what are you talking about? You're not that. Michael Vick is the same guy. Who can come up to me? I'm Michael Vick. Have you seen my tapes? They had a whole Michael Vick experience. It's just different. Michael Vick is just a different being, right? So to me, this part of Michael is the part where you keep it real with these young adults, right? Or the new word now is the YNs, right? These young YNs that are crashing out left and right, still doing stuff in the street, still trying to play ball, dibbling and dabbling. But Michael Vick is that course correct of saying, hey, my life was really, really great. And at the highest point of my life, something stupid took it away from me. And I still came back from it. You see what I'm saying? And I still made something of myself even after the incident. And I can tell you not to go down that path because there's nothing down there for you. All it is heartache and pain, right? And this is the part of Michael Vick. I just think that as a leader of men, as a leader of young men, this message in his life, because you're talking about an elite. This wasn't no bum. This wasn't no backup guy. This was Michael freaking Vick. Michael Vick.
Most important.
Yeah, I think that's a key for anyone that's listening, right? It's like losing is a part of winning,
Yeah.
And like you are a winner. All of us at this table through and through are winners. But I'm curious, is like Michael Vick, the player, right? Standout, incredible person, has gone through trials, has overcame, has redefined himself in many different ways. Like how are you going to define your leadership? Like, what are they going to get? Your players, your staff, the university, what kind of leader are they going to get now in Michael Vick?
Yeah, I think, that's all based on just like how I look at, the structure of the program, how I want them to be when they walk out 3 or 4 years from now. Like, I got to look at that young man and put myself in their shoes. I'm saying, okay, if I was you, this is how I would want this to go. I'm going to give you a blueprint because, they young. They kids, man. They not kids, but when you look at them, man, you just see like it's a whole different demographic. Yeah, it's like they still got the baby faces, barely got mustaches, no facial hairs. Like, asking questions. Some of them a little shy, a little timid. They talking, you really can't hear them. You got to bend over to hear what they saying. Like, they got to learn. And so I've been there. So I'm going to put myself back in their shoes, even to, the point of how they play the game. Thank God I played quarterback because I could look at multiple positions and, okay, that's not going right. And that's not without overstepping my boundaries with coaches and letting coaches be coaches. But at the end of the day, I still can step in and say my piece.
Right.
And,
I got two more things, and I'm gonna let y'all have it, and we land the plane because you have a
Go ahead.
East
I'm
Coast.
good.
All right. So, one, what I find is crazy, and y'all can take it back to the real stuff. That was a phenomenal question. But one which is crazy is I never got a call from you, bro. Like, I was expecting for you to create some type of position for me, assistant wide receiver, which is crazy. Like,
Put you on the
bro,
spot.
like you ain't got nothing for me.
That's a sexy hire. That would have been one of them sexy hires. Brandon Marshall on the staff would have been a sexy hire for receivers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I like it.
Good situation going on. I'm definitely gonna have you come talk to the team, and you can come around anytime you want, and you just figure out whatever type of position you want to be in, and that role is yours.
Right, I'm there.
That's love.
I'm there. That's
And
love.
I'm telling you
That's
that right
love.
now in front of all the people I know you got genuine love for.
Thank you. And I also got a job to do, and then we can get back to the real stuff. So I'm sorry, but I got a job to do. Like you said, I got a good situation here. I'm trying to keep it, right? I'm trying to keep it on the tracks. We had Deion Sanders on. It was one of our first interviews, and this is when I Am Athlete start taking off. Deion Sanders, he leaves this amazing, lucrative job on television, and he shocks the world, and he goes to JSU, right? Now he goes on his media tour, his run, explaining their vision, rolling it out for us. And he stopped here in South Florida. Man, this is towards the end of the pandemic. And he looked at us, and he said, I'm here to stay. I'm here to build it. 2 years later, he ends up at Colorado, right? Now Deion's in another situationship, right? And that situationship is he going to take the job at the Dallas Cowboys? So I got a job to do. Yeah, I heard what you said, 1 quarter at a time, and it's not cliche. That's how you win games. It's like, no, this is what I got to do to win today. This is what I got to do to win this game. So I get it, but I also will be remiss if I don't ask you the question of, like, do you see yourself going to a Power 5 when that opportunity come? Do you see yourself going to the NFL? Like, what is that? What is Michael Vick's trajectory?
I see myself, potentially going to a Power 5 one day. That's the goal.
Gotta respect his honesty. Again. You see the difference? You see the difference between Prime and Vick? That's why Prime got the criticism he got. Is because you're selling people a dream that you knew wasn't true. Michael Vick is telling you, yeah, I would love to coach Power 5 football one day. That's the goal. That's everybody's goal. Right? Like, that's the part of life that that's the part of Prime I had a problem with. You're selling people false hope that you never planned to do. Right? It's not to say that Vick gonna be gone tomorrow, next year, but he's telling you, yeah, that's everybody's goal. That's the goal. You want to be the best of the best. And again, it would, and I want to be very clear, because this is the part that I hate. People would say, oh, they're using HBCUs as stepping stones. Every college job that is not in Power 4, let me give you a hint, is a stepping stone. It is a stepping stone. Every job that is not Power 4 is a stepping stone, and some Power 4 jobs are stepping stones. That is life. It's life. That is how coaching works. Freaking Rich Rodriguez, that Bama done went up, down, and back up again. He done went all the way down to Jacksonville State, and now that Bama is back at West Virginia. That is coaching 101. And Deion said it. If you're not being elevated, you're getting terminated. So for people to look at this and be like, oh my God, he's looking at our HBCUs as stepping stones. And I will say this, and I'm going to say this very clearly. Every coach, right? Every coach, that's your Trey Olivers, that's your Larry Scotts, that's your TC Taylors. Everybody wants to go to the big leagues to prove themselves. a lot of them can't go because they ain't no damn good. So that's why they stay at HBCUs as long as they do. That's why they do. It's very simple. Everybody wants to make the journey up to the big leagues. There's only a few coaches that actually deserve to go. But when they go, they're still representing HBCU coaches. They just are. They just are. Let me ask you this. Can we have a real conversation right now? If Fred McNair is so great, why has no PWI came and hired him? Not as a tight end coach, not as a quarterback coach, not as an O-line coach. I'm asking because people love to say what somebody, he's not one FCS school has come knocking and saying, hey, we'll love to have you as a QB coach. We'll love to have you as an O-line coach. We'll love to have you as an offensive coordinator. But every head coach job come open, Fred McNair's name gets popped up. I'm asking. You can feel however you want to feel. I'm asking a simple question because I'm telling you this. The pool, the grocery store, which you guys are shopping from, a lot of the food is spoiled. A lot of the food is spoiled. But you ain't got nowhere else to shop. So you eating molded apples, molded oranges, molded bread. That's why these guys just keep getting picked off the waiver wire. They'll take the less pay. They'll take the headaches. They understand this. They understand that. But if these guys are such great coaches, I promise you, can I say something? If Willie Simmons would have got let go by Duke, I promise you a G5 or FCS school would have came calling as a positional coach. Not even as a head coach, a positional coach. That's what I'm saying to you all. You're telling me that these guys are so great and they're so wonderful. But why aren't they getting any opportunities outside of out of the blacks? Why aren't they getting any opportunity outside of the blacks? That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, why are you overpaying for people? Why are you overpaying for people when none of these Bamas are being looked at by anybody else but the blacks? You paid a guy who nobody else wanted $370. Who else was coming to beat down his door? This a Clemson alum telling you, hey, we take Willie Simmons tomorrow. This a Clemson alum telling you that. So you know I ain't crazy. You know I ain't crazy. Again, you are shopping around in a grocery store that nobody else wants to come to. And then you'll tell me, Scotty, that's what the market says. Your market? Whose market? You at a market? What market are you shopping at? You're not shopping at Trader Joe's. You're not shopping at Whole Foods. You are shopping at the local gas station, talking about this what the market requires. Again, I'm telling you straight up, if Trey Oliver leaves NCCU, I promise you he'll get picked up by a G5 or FCS program. He's just that good. Why? Because he's beaten white institutions. His resume isn't fluff. TC Taylor, if he starts whooping up on FCS programs, like really beating down on white schools or whatever, he's going to, if he does another run like he did this year, he's going to get called by somebody. Somebody's going to call TC Taylor. It just is what it is. You can't. Domination is domination. If you're just dominating your conference, that's just what it is. Willie Simmons got the call because the only person he lost to was Dion. That's it. It's it. And it's who you know. That Manny Diaz connection was a who you know connection. But hey, that's football. Connections, right? It's football. Who you know, how you know.
Anything I get myself involved in, I'm always going to look into the future, where I can take it or where I can go, or where we can go, because it's a team effort. I got to have a great staff around me in order to even make this halfway go. I'm just a piece of the puzzle, just like everybody else. And I appreciate that, too, because it alleviates a lot of the pressure. I think my job is to coach hard, especially the quarterbacks, which is like they're going to be my dogs. They're going to be my guys, my responsibility. Take care of them, and then figure out, what else needs to be delegated.
Let me say this. Hey, Ratan, he is absolutely correct. I'm good friends with somebody on the board of the Minority Football Coaching Association. And he said the biggest problem with HBCU coaches is that they don't like to network. He said that's the biggest issue. He said they don't network. They get caught in that bubble and they get scared to talk to anybody outside of that network. That means white or black. It is a big issue, right? It is a big issue. No, I'm not wrong. Listen, coaching has as much to do with, first of all, he got picked up as an assistant offensive analyst. Okay. That's like a GA job. So miss me with that. That's like being a running back coach. All right. It's like, oh, he's the running back coach. That's number one. Number two, a lot of it is networking. You got to know somebody that is in these positions to give you the opportunity, right? So even if you are great, if you don't know somebody that can give you the opportunity or willing to give you the opportunity, because think about it, a lot of these ADs that get hired at these positions, they know you. They end up knowing you from somewhere. I'll give you a perfect example. If Gaucher gets a job let's say Gaucher gets the job at University of Miami as an AD, who you think is going to be his first call? Willie Simmons. That's my guy. I know him. He looked out. That's what it is, right? It's one of those type of situations. So you got to know people. That's part of a lot of the jobs that people get is who you know, not what you know, who you know. And that's been stated all over a lifetime. But if your resume isn't eye-opening, or at least like, oh my God, like look what he's done, look what he's accomplished, or look what he can do, then who's going to come get you anyway? If you look at Willie Simmons' resume, he's never, I'm going to say this again, Willie Simmons has never had a losing season as a head coach. Never. That matters. So when you're getting compared to these white boys who've been 5-6 and 4-7, and they're getting these high-profile jobs, and we all know as black people, you got to be twice as good to get half as much. That's why I said when I broke down the FIU job, Willie Simmons was a no-brainer. There was nobody else in that coaching tree that deserved the job more than Willie Simmons. He's recruited the state of Florida. He's won in the state of Florida. He's turned around 2 losing programs. 2. Count them, 2. Prairie View was ass and FAMU was ass. How does that? What? So again, networking, resume, all of that stuff works together. Let me ask you this. Do you think somebody's going to hire Kendrick Wade as a head coach again with a 2-22 record? Huh? Ben Kirksey? Do you think he's ever going to get another opportunity with a 2-22 record as a head coach? Kirksey? Shout out to the Clemson alumni in the building. So, yeah, he got an offensive analyst job at Memphis. Congratulations. And shout out to Valley for not putting his business out there of why he got fired. That Valley did him a solid if we want to keep it a buck. Because a lot of people are like, I can't believe Valley would get rid of Kendrick Wade. They really did him a solid because they didn't put his business out there like that. So let's be very clear about that one. Because if they would have put his business out there, he'd probably be done in coaching. The good black coaches are creating pipelines for the overlooked players. JSU, Norfolk State, and others will always have eyes on them. All the colleges now have the power to even view practice film on their phones. It's up. Shout out to Elim. It's up. He's right. It's up.
And as I do that, just make sure we get the best players in the building possible. Make sure I got the best coaches around them that's going to coach them up and make sure they understand, what's at stake and what's, in the future for them. Because everybody's playing for a future or trying to better their future.
Listen, I know this happened abruptly, like you said, right? So how hard has it been getting a coaching staff, bro? Because, this just came out of the blue.
Yeah.
And are you just trying to retain as many coaches as you can? Or did you already have in mind, like a lot of coaches, like, if I ever get a head job, he going to be my OC. He going to be my wide receiver coach. He going to be my D-line coach. And were those guys available?
That was the anticipation process, knowing. I've spent a lot of time around certain colleges, and I got a lot of friends that I played with this coaching now. They call me, I go spend some time with them in the film room, pick their brain, they pick mine. We just have fun doing that. So I already had a staff predetermined. The defensive side was really easy because I was connected to Terrence Garvin, who's my defensive coordinator, who I played with in Pittsburgh. Just been ingrained in football ever since he retired. But the offensive side of the ball was a little different. I knew I always knew that was going to be a more meticulous process for me because I'm hiring my coordinator today or tomorrow. I still don't have a coordinator.
That's
like my last.
Break the news.
It's going to be.
Break the news.
Give it to us.
Is it going to be B. Marshall?
All go. Come on, break the news,
Shallow.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be this a guy named
DJ, get ready. Get ready. Hold on. Come on, you ready? Hold on. We about to break news.
Yes, sir.
On
This
I'm
live?
Anthony. You ready?
It's live.
Yeah, it's live.
Hold on, I don't want to violate anything right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure. Okay. No, it's going to be a guy named Ron Wickham.
Hit it.
Program in a better situation than
basketball, I can follow that coach. I can even follow that quarterback or that linebacker, whoever the leaders are. And what's just interesting is I've never been around you in a competitive state, right? And that's why I'm saying you can feel the energy.
Yeah.
No. I don't know if we crossed over in some Pro Bowls or that, but you always just been chill, smooth, whatever. And now, can y'all see it? Can y'all feel it? It's this dude, bro, and I love that you were honest and you were like, you know what? This is a dream of mine, to do that. You're right? You're not going to be at Norfolk State for the next 10, 15 years, right? My thing is, as long as you leave it better than you got it, that's the only thing that matters.
That was one of the things I said when I took the job. I was like, if I can, what's the end game? If I can leave this program in a better situation than when I found it, then we did something right.
But do y'all feel what I'm feeling right now, yo, bro? Can you see, I can see Mike at UCF. Yeah, I can see Mike at UCF.
Norfolk State gonna be on the map though. Norfolk State, they gonna be on the map though, man. I won't let it not happen.
You being from Virginia, is it that much more special, right, to represent?
That was the key factor.
Right.
I honestly can say if this was somewhere else, Like, I mean, I don't want to name no schools because I don't want to put no, like, make it seem like I wouldn't go to these schools. But if it was another state, if it wasn't Virginia, if it wasn't home, I probably wouldn't have took the job. I love what I do as an analyst. I love being in that position. I love being in that seat. I cherish that position. I cherish the people that I work with and that I'm around. And so I appreciate them and the hard work and, you know, what we built over the years as far as camaraderie and making good TV. So it was hard to walk away from that, you know, but, you know, when God put things in front of you, it's like, it's a sign. And I know they understood. It's like, how could you not? And so I'm thankful that it was in my hometown. It gave me an opportunity to get my foot into the door and start coaching and try to build another career and you know, let my kids see me work as hard and be as competitive as I've been, you know, on and off the field.
No, yeah. Hey, so, and you know, we talking about building teams, like, you know, just to think about it, like I said, bro, like you the first quarterback that I like to get.
Listen, I got 100% agree with this person. Hey, listen, I am athlete fell off so bad. Listen, and I know people won't say it, but pivot is 10 times better. Hey, pivot's way better. Brandon Marshall, he effed that all the way up. He effed that bag all the way up. Because pivot is 10 times better. Because you got Chandler and all them boys over there. They making jokes. They having a good time. They got some big time guests. I don't know nobody. This Bama Random. This Bama Random don't know you. Don't know the girl on there. Don't know the other big guy on there. Brandon Marshall really messed up the bag. And I think the only thing that you can compare it to, honestly, is Joe Budden's podcast. But Joe Budden bounced back big time with Ish and Maul. With Ish and all those guys. Like he really came back to me. I like Roy and Maul, but I like the new Joe Budden podcast setup. I like the Vixen on there. I forgot her name. Ish, and at first it was hard for me to get caught up in, but now I like it. But I Am Athlete. Oh, that shit ass. That shit ass. Yeah, Melissa Ford. Yeah, Melissa Ford. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Brandon thought he was a star, found out quickly was man, listen. Dog. Ryan Clark in there acting like the old white lady from 60 Minutes. That's Ryan Clark. Come on, man. Ryan Clark in there acting like the old lady, the white lady from 60 Minutes. I forgot the white lady name. Real Bob Walters or Lisa Walters, whatever that white lady with the curly white hair. She do all the interviews. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Ryan Clark in there getting Emmys, okay? He in there. Barbara Walters, there you go. He in there. He be asking all the good questions. It be deep and soulful. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, damn, Ryan. Like, that shit hit deep. You know, you have, I see that, you've been on and with your kids. And, how has that made you feel over the time that you be like, damn. And then Chandler come in and be like, you and your wife be fucking, don't you? Yeah, I know y'all be fucking. You be in there getting wild with it. It's just a really great balance of sweet and sour. You know what I'm saying? And then Fred Taylor be over there like, yeah. So it's just a very good balance. It's a great balance. It's a great balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, me and my wife, man. Chandler remind me of the dad from Friday where he be like, your mama booty be walking, boom, boom, and Ma Johnson and balls swinging, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That's what Chandler remind me of. When he was in there, he was like, when he's trying to get his son out, you know what I'm saying? He's like, when he's like, you gonna be mad I'm gone? I'm like, nah, he was like, because your mama walking around butt naked, booty just bouncing, boom, boom, and my balls and Johnson going, whoosh. And that's how Chandler be talking. You know what I'm saying? He be like, you never just had your dick in your hand and be like, hey, I mean, because a real man can have a conversation with his dick in his hand. Just, hey, man. Listen, man. Chandler is different. Okay? Chandler is different. And let me say this about. Okay. I was never the guy for group showers. I couldn't get with it, right? So I played football in 2 different states. I played football in Maryland, and I played football in Texas. In Maryland, we didn't have group showers. We didn't do that. In Texas, they did the group showers thing. That wasn't my thing. Listen, I was the kid that would wait dead last to take a shower. Because okay, I'm gonna just keep it above. So in Texas, right, like after a football game or after practice, it would be like guys just take their shoulder pads off and they jump in the shower and then they go to the crib. Me, no, that's nasty. I'm not doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just not a group. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So I would either. Because they'd be like, damn, Scotty, you headed out. They call me Maryland. When I was in Texas, they called me Maryland. They'd be like, damn, Maryland, I'm going home, okay? Funk and all. I'm going home. I'm not taking no group showers with Alabama's. No, that's weird. That's weird. So, fast forward. I'm in the military. I'm in basic training. What style showers do you have? Group. Jail-style showers. I'm hurt, okay? I'm hurt. I'm like, damn. And in the military, you have a designated time to take a shower. There is no, I'm going to get up I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to get up and go take my shower at 11 o'clock at night. No, your ass supposed to be in the bed, okay? Because you got lights out, right? So it ain't none of that. So I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm devastated. So the one thing, any guy who's ever taken, any grown ass man who's ever taken a group shower, because lady, you know what girls do? Girls be like, oh girl, your boobs. I don't know how girls do that crap. Girls be changing in front of girls. Oh girl, your nipples, they just be sitting so nice. Look at that booty, girl. Oh, I be like, how do y'all do it? That's weird. That is weird. Right? Like girls be taking showers, turning around, talking, having full-blown conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, girl, your titties sit nice and pretty. Ooh, I like what you did. I don't know. How do y'all do that? That's weird. Okay? So listen. So my philosophy is, first of all, there's no reason why you should be talking to me in the shower. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Thank you. All right. I don't believe that. Girls don't do that. You watch too many. I think it's more girls than guys. But okay, I might be like, okay, it cannot be true. It cannot be true. Right? But let me just say this. If I'm in the shower, first of all, there should be why are you having a conversation with me in the shower? Wait till we get out of the shower. There's nothing you should tell me in the shower that you can't wait and tell me after we get out of the shower. That's number one. You shouldn't even be talking to me, okay? If you should decide to talk to me, do not look at me, right? Like, okay, for a perfect example, right? So how it would be is you got a shower this way, and then you got a row of showers the other way, right? So you would have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody on the side. So you have all these showers filled up, right? So if you talking to me and it's my shower, right? And somebody beside me, you need to be looking straight ahead and just, hey, Scotty, hey, yo, hey, man, yeah, man, boot camp, man, workout was crazy today, boy. That run was wild. Eyes forward, looking at the shower head. Hey, yeah, hey, that was crazy, bro. Yeah, that was wild. You know what I'm saying? Because, that run was tough, boy. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to look at me. You don't need to look at me at all. Head first, right? Head first. So I don't. When Chandler said that, Like a real man can have a conversation at the urinal with your dick. Like, no. Okay, so this is the thing. In the military, you really couldn't do that, right? Because let's say there's like 20 to a bay. There might be 20 to a bay, right? So 20 guys, and you got maybe 8 showers. You don't have time to be like skipping showers and, hey, y'all go first. And it's everybody trying to get in, hit the hot spots, and you out. So it ain't no skipping every other shower and all that. You ain't got time for all that. You ain't got time for all that. Now, this is the kicker, though. This is the kicker. Now, remember I told you, there's a shower facing this way, and then there's another shower facing this way. So if you have to get water on your back, you got to turn your back. Now you're facing the other 5 or 6 Bamas taking showers, okay? This is where it gets awkward. This is where it gets awkward. You got, eyes up, okay? Because you know you got your peripherals, but you're trying to make it, everybody got peripherals. Let's just keep it a buck. You ain't watching with your eyes closed, okay? But everybody got peripherals. So you got to look so far up that everything below just looks blurry. Okay? Just giving you etiquette. Just giving you etiquette, okay? You got to look so far up that everything below just looks blurry. You just, oh man, let me get my back, you know what I'm saying? Get my back in the water, and you out. And you out. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works, man. You can't play with it. Can't play with it. You can't play with it. So that's just the nature of the beast, man. That's just the nature of the beast. So I just in urinals, listen, there's no reason why, even with the divider, I don't want nobody next to me. Like, and it's always that one white dude. It's always the one white guy who goes right to the middle urinal. Like, it might be 3 urinals, and he goes right to the middle one. And I'm like, why? Why do you do that? Take your ass, pick a side, so you don't got to be right next to me. It's always a weird white guy who goes right to the middle stall, and you're like, oh my fucking God. So now I got to go inside to one of the closing door stalls because I don't want to be beside you pissing. I don't. You know what I'm saying, man? God, dog. I hate that, man. I hate it. So now I got to go inside one of the closing janks, and you know me, I got etiquette. I know a lot of you men ain't got no etiquette. I'm going to put the seat up because I don't want nobody to piss on the seat if I got to go number 2 one day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to lift the seat up with my foot because I got some etiquette. Because I know a lot of you niggas be like pissing on the seat and don't care. I know y'all be like, I don't give a damn. I ain't got to go number 2. So now y'all members just pissing all over the seat and crap. I know y'all be doing that because I've done it a couple times. You like, I don't care. I don't got to go pee. Right? You know. I know y'all be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do, right? So I lift the seat up because I wouldn't want nobody to do me like that, pissing on the seat. You know what I'm saying? Just because they ain't got to go number 2. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So I lift it with my foot. I put it down with my foot. Now, if that joker flush, if it's the automatic with the sensor, if it don't flush, I ain't got nothing for you. But if it got a lever, I'm going to use my foot and I'm going to hit the lever. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to flush it accordingly and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Where we go? I don't know. It just gotta leave booty paper on the. Oh my God! What are we doing? Smash coming to you. I'm sorry. We're just talking some etiquette. Smash coming to you.
Got it. This a weird ass topic, but it don't get talked about enough. Look, no. Why do you still staring next to me, fool? Like all these open stalls, you stay next to me.
Dog.
All these all this grunting extra. No, we won't funny looking. So we all know. I don't like taking shit in public bathroom. You know what I'm saying? But if I do, I'm gonna wrap that toilet about 35 times with half the roll toilet, right? You get one of these big burly white guys. They'll come to start next to you and try to hold a conversation. The big one, huh, pal?
Dog. Listen, that skip a stall rule also is with the big stall. Don't be taking a shit next to me. I don't want to see shoes right next to mine. I want to leave it open.
I don't want to hold a conversation. Didn't they be? I walked in there a couple times. They be having a conversation with each other, me and shit. I'm like, bro,
no,
like y'all ain't focusing in this motherfucker. So I walk in the bathroom, I do this. Damn. Scotty. Dog, this shit don't get talked about enough, dog. It should have bathroom etiquette rules, bro. I'm talking about leave me the fucking when I went to the restaurant. I don't want no interaction, nothing, no conversation or nothing. I'm in the audience. Dog, that's just funny. I just had to call and say that, Scotty, because I am fucking crying over here.
No, but it's real. No, worse. Then you might see a father with a little boy. You know, that's the moment. You know what I'm saying? You're training them up. You on this facts.
Come your big brother. Big brother stand right by the kid. That man's trying to learn. You know what I'm saying?
You're not even teaching them proper etiquette. You know what I'm saying? You're not even teaching.
I'm going, God.
Listen, I'm so serious though. This needs to be talked about more, man. Like there's bathroom now. I would love to hear from women because let me tell you something. I don't know how girls pee so fast. Cause I swear to God, girls be in and out. And I know you gotta wipe, you gotta do a lot. They be out here like doing gymnastics. They be out here like this. I'm like, yo, what is y'all up to? How are you peeing like that? Off the toilet? I know there's some trickle effect. I know there is some trickle effect going on with girls in the bathroom. You cannot tell me there is not no trickle effect. Something got to go down a leg. They don't even take their pants all the way off. Pants be at they mid thighs. Crazy. 9762 coming to you.
What's going on, Scotty? It's Gabriel. How you doing, man?
What's up, G? Talk to me.
Happy New Year to you. Hey, look here. I got a brother. You know, one of my brothers, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes we, go check out a movie or whatnot, right? So we're going, we're going, use the bathroom, come on out, right? My brother. Now, normally, normally how you do it, you would go to the bathroom, handle your business, wash your hand, come on out. Now. He washed his hand, handle his business, and then come out. And then want to try to dap me up. I said, no, bro.
Whoa. Time out. You said he washes his hands first, uses the bathroom, and then tries to come out and dap. Oh, hell no. Hell to the. How do you even know that?
Man, look, because I'm washing my damn hands, right? I'm washing my hands, and I'm looking at him just walking straight out. And I'd be like, oh, you just gonna walk straight out of here without washing your hand, huh? Get your nasty ass back here and wash your damn hands. Hell wrong with you?
Hell no.
Hey, and one more question I got to ask you, then I'm gonna get on down. Okay, so now I have been trained, by my girls a long time ago. After we get through using the bathroom, let the seat down, right?
Yeah.
How is it they go into the damn bathroom, don't see the damn seat up? They just drop their shit and just fall, just sit down. Don't look. Answer that for me.
That don't make no sense to me. I agree. Listen, I appreciate the call, G. Listen, I got a whole wife, okay? And listen, I'm not a perfect husband. I forget to put the seat down, but I'm like, what is worse, forgetting me to let the seat up or for me to forget to put the seat down? Because why are you sitting down without looking? Who does that? Why are you looking down? Why are you sitting before looking? Who does that? You go to the movie theater, you look down before you sit. Oh, just make sure that's my seat, make sure that's my number. Like, why are you just so, that is just too much trust. that is just too much trust, in my personal opinion. That you are just sitting before you look. Nah. Mm-mm. Nah, that's just too much trust. That's just too much trust. I'm listen. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna move off of it. I'm gonna get off the toilet. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I think for me, this is mine. If I go to the bathroom and I use the bathroom, I wash my hands, I dry my hands, right? I try to use the paper towels because them air things, they be having mold and stuff in it. So I'll be trying to use the paper towels. So paper towels, right? But then I get a paper towel to open the door. See, a lot of people don't be thinking. I get a paper towel to open the door because a lot of these Bammers don't be washing their hands. You know what I'm saying? So you get a paper towel, you open the door, you dump the paper towel, and then you out. I like the doors that got the foot opener. I don't know if y'all seen them. When y'all see at the bottom, they got the little gray thing that come out about this far. It's called a foot opener. You can use your foot to open the door, but you got that as well. Smash, coming back to you.
Scotty.
What's up?
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't get talked about enough. I hate when a woman leaves a whole cat in the bathroom. Bro, like, what the fuck? Tell me you never experienced that, dog.
A whole what?
What?
Hold on. What? A what?
They leave a whole cat in the restroom. Meaning like they stink, bitch.
A cat? What cat?
Guys, they ain't pussy. You know, that's what I'm talking about. They leave the cat know what I'm talking about. They're laughing their ass off. They stink. Meaning like it should not smell like that. When you got the restroom, you know, it's like a bitch, it smells like fucking pussy. Look at Perry. It's an effect. Dog, I'm talking about it'll make your whole day mad, bro. I'm talking about it's in the sour that smell. You see that face you make?
Oh my God.
Like it took me years. It took me years to understand what that was. When you see when I started teaching and we had a fucking faculty restaurant, man, you know you gotta rescue. You trying to get that shit cut. So, man, I walked in the bathroom one time after this lady walked out there, bitch. Boy, I made a beeline. I said, fuck that. No way. And to this day, I look at this lady like, what the fuck? Like, why you smell like that? Dude, listen, another thing don't get talked about enough is, bro. Guys, you always on the phone with a girl pee loud as a motherfucker. And look, it's trying to mute the phone like you ain't here.
What is wrong with you?
She got a big one. She got a Hellcat now. fucking SRT. They know they using the fucking phone on the phone. And you trying to be inside. No, let that motherfucker go. Let it rip. Oh, God. But yeah, so they got some trifling ass women out there, and they got some big old cats. Like you ain't even see it yet. Damn, Houston, we might have a problem. She works for the monster now. That motherfucker. I'm going, Scott. I'm going.
Lord have mercy. Listen. Now, okay. Let's have a conversation. I have dealt with one woman in my life that was just like, oh my God. Right? Like, and I was young. Now, let me tell you this. God couldn't have made me no woman because my pH balance would always be off. I'm just keeping it about the truth. I was just too much of an athlete, and I would probably have been a tomboy. My pH balance would have always been off. So I ain't even, but let me say this. Let me get this. I was a senior in high school, right? And the girl was a junior. And I was kind of the man because y'all was playing football, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. Right? She was a junior, a little cute, little jank, whatever. So, in them high school days, you know what I'm saying? you were smashing, but you know, you kind of knew what you was doing, kind of didn't know what you were doing, all that type of stuff. But the real accomplishment in high school was, you know what I'm saying? That was the real accomplishment. Let's keep it a buck. If you know what I'm saying, if you did your thing, you know what I'm saying, you be like, listen, I went home. I was at my homeboy's crib. He had a girl, I had a girl. We chilling, we talking, da 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 da. Right? And you know, you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You doing, you know, you da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Sweet nothings. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. My fingers came up. Cause you know you trying to see what she working on. I'm saying? I was like, oh. Went right to the bathroom. Got that Dawn dish soap. And she had to go. I said, I told my partner, yo, she got to go. She got to go. That was probably like the only, that was probably like the only thing that was just, it was like straight fish, like straight rotten fish. Just bad. Oh, just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies, right? Like it was bad. But, you know, a lot of females I messed with didn't have no phone. Didn't have no phone. Somebody said BBWs. Let me see. Oh, we having a conversation today. Let me see. Was she a BBW? No. She was skinny. She was petite, little petite joint. Like, I mean, like maybe at the time, you know, I was probably like 175. So like real petite in high school. She probably was like maybe 100 pounds. Maybe like 90 pounds or something, like this real petite, real small and petite. So maybe like 90, 100 pounds. I don't know. Maybe like 105. I don't know. You know, I don't know what petite girls' weights are, but she was super, 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 super petite, super petite. And it was just, whoo, listen. That was not it. It was not it. Not it at all. I wouldn't wish that on my, I wouldn't wish that. Listen. I might have to have like a Scotty After Dark type of situation if we get to really just have these conversations. But the big girls, they always come through. Listen, it ain't the big girl. Hey, listen, man, big girls always come through. I know guys do their thing with the little skinny janks. What is that? What is smell like heavy? What is that? What is that? Huh? What? Oh, dog. He meant heaven. I said what? I was like, how do you smell like heavy? Oh man, that was funny. Uh-oh, got the player from the international player. What's up, Mr. Campbell?
All right, I'm not calling in to talk about unhygienic cats and these. Want to get this thing back on track. Okay, listen. So, man, listen. Me and you talked.
Yeah.
Michael Vick, Norfolk State. I looked at their basketball schedule. They play Delaware State, February 17th. That needs to be Michael Vick night. Everybody comes out. The band is there. Get the alumni there. First 70 people getting the game free. Season ticket sold. If you donate $770, you get a picture with Mike Vick and season tickets. But we need to get this thing moving, man. Because what me and you talked about earlier, straight up, we talked about earlier, Norfolk's not doing it. Why does Michael Vick, when he comes on I Am Athlete, because clearly he must be down there in Miami, right?
Yeah,
that's where they film
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
That's
he
where
must
they
be down there at home. Bro, why you ain't got a big bag of merch when as soon as you walk in there, you have everybody a Norfolk State hat? Everybody in there's getting a hat. Everybody's getting a T-shirt. Telling everybody, listen, man, I need all y'all to come up there. Brandon Marshall literally said, hey, man, you know what? When you got players, when you got people want to come on, they could come on our show. Our show. So, Norfolk, listen, man, you got a good basketball team. And that would be a dig at D-Jack a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it on the Delaware State game. Do a little bit, a little bit of gamesmanship. Have everybody out there in the crowd ready to go and start selling them season tickets, man. Because that's what they really need to be doing. Because that's the thing about it, man. You coming out there, and like I say, I sent that to somebody that didn't know anything that Michael Vick was coaching. And I said, hey, who's Michael Vick coaching for? He said, what you mean who he coach? He going to go back to Philly? Like, nah, bro. Didn't even know. So this is the thing that they need to use that basketball team, which the girls and the boys are good. You pack that joint out, you get the band in there, and you get Michael Vick don't want to say too much. And all Vick got to say, hey, y'all, get them seat tickets. Be home, green and gold. Holler at y'all.
Yeah.
And then walk off. That's all he got to do, man. So these are things that they got to get more innovative when it doesn't even cost a lot of money to do. That's the thing that we want to see. Because D-Jack and them boys got that thing rolling. He got videos. He got videos chopped up all on his Instagram of all those videos he's done everywhere he's gone. Michael Vick, I looked at his stuff. Now he's got his players that he posted, that they've signed. But again, Deshaun Jackson is talking to the people. Come support this program. Come be part of what we're doing. We about to change the game. Send your kid here. Trying to get y'all to come to these games. So that's the thing, man. I'm just saying he needs to use that basketball team that is very successful and start promoting that football team and get ready for the fall. So, man, me and you talked about that. So that's the thing about it. But I'm swearing, Michael Vick, anywhere he goes, he needs to have a bag of hats and shirts in the back of his car. Straight up.
Ready.
And just hand them out to everybody.
Ready.
Ready to go. Ready. So that's my thing, man. Because, like I said, you just can't come up there. And like I said, once again, look like, hey, man, I just can't, I had to drop my daughter off to school. I just can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. This is the second time we've seen you in public like you just showed up. When you know you coming. When you know you coming. So that's all I'm saying, man. So no, man. So that's it, man. Yeah, so man, y'all can get back to, to the unhygienic women. I'm gonna let y'all have that back, man. I just want to get that back on track, man.
Appreciate Mr. Gamble. Listen, I look at it like this, right? Like I don't care what nobody says. You're not a real dude if you haven't messed with the BBW. I'm just saying. You're not a real one if you haven't messed with it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done because y'all is what it is. What's going on in these comments? What did I walk into? Mike, your team. Listen, I'm gonna try to dibble and dab. I'm gonna answer the cat. I'm gonna talk to the chat. Then I'm gonna also go back and forth with Michael Vick. I do think Michael Vick needs a marketing somebody, right? He needs a marketing somebody. It is what it is. He needs somebody that knows how to push the right buttons and to always keep him in the right light to what he's trying to do. Because again, you can't keep showing on these major platforms wearing V7 stuff. I don't have a problem with it being V7, but you got to have some Norfolk stuff with it. Put a Norfolk symbol on it. Put a Norfolk hat on it. Something. Now, I want to bring this up, right? Since we on Michael Vick. Get off these BB dubs, right? Somebody text me that is cool with Ron. Let me bring this up real quick. And what they say is like, Scotty, he's a Virginia guy, right? Like somebody that's been in the state of Virginia for a long time and knows it really, really well. So this is his resume. Now, ODU is not too far down the road from Norfolk. Really, realistically, it's right down the road. So from what I was told by the guy who knows him, he was like, Scotty, this is a great hire because he knows the area. He had to recruit the area. He owns a gym. He also owns a facility down there that trains all the top high school athletes in the area, in the 757, right? So there's a lot of stuff here that they feel is a very good. There's a lot of things that they feel that is a lot of good stuff that's going to come for Ron. I'm just curious to see what it's going to look like. I really am. I really, really am. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. If the MEAC, if this was in the SWAC, I would give it a B+. I really would. If this was a, because I look at it like this. I look at it like this. What's the difference of Willie Simmons locking down Florida and Vick locking down the 757? Because if I bring in a guy who had to recruit at ODU, if I had to get a guy who knows the area, who knows all the top players and how to get knows all the white high school coaches. Hey, this stuff is strategic. Listen, it's chess. It ain't checkers, right? It's strategic. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. And from what I've been, because I was getting some text messages while I was on live, from what I've been told, they like the fact that he was a big part of Taylor Heineke's success to get into the league. If you don't know who, I like Taylor Heineke. I did. I thought he was a great quarterback. I wish he would have stayed with either the Falcons. I think he needed more opportunities. I think he would have been really good in the league. I like Taylor Heineke. I really did. I like his run with the Commanders. I like this. I wish they would give him more chance at Atlanta, but Michael Penix, he ain't gonna get that chance. But they like what he did for Taylor Heineke and getting him to the pros. They like that. So there's a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of stuff that they like about this hire and why they did what they did strategically on putting him on staff, which I respect. But again, I'm going to say this. I think if he's in the SWAC, this is a B+ hire. I really do. Because I don't think there's a lot of high-level coaching in the SWAC. In the MEAC, I think a first-year OC is going to have some tough times. Why? Because you got a lot of out-of-conference games, right? You got a lot of out-of-conference games, and you only got so many conference games to get it right. And if you mess up on any of one conference games, you're out. You're just out. You're out of it. You get what I'm saying? So if it was a SWAC, I think he would have had some room to play with, right? Playing the UAPBs, playing the Valleys, trying to figure it out for yourself and trying to get his stuff on track. But overall, I give it a C+, a B-. I think it's once the person hit me up, texted me and told me like how they're using it and how they're positioning themselves to really lock down the 757 and the athletes that are in the 757 and getting to these coaches and stuff like that. Because remember, you got to out-recruit Virginia Tech. You got to out-recruit ODU, right? You got to out-recruit all these local area these colleges that come down and pick up players. You got to get them. You got to keep them at home. So I think it definitely is going to help. So it won't be the worst thing in the world. It definitely won't be the worst thing. But at the end of the day, Vick got to do better. Vick has got to do better in the situations of how he's promoting the school, how he's putting it on Front Street, and how he's making a good representation of Norfolk State University. Listen, I ain't going to hold you guys up, man. I appreciate your time, man. Today was a true off-script episode. Again, make sure you like, share, subscribe as always. You already know what it is. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow, do something, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys are staying warm, staying safe. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.